never want you to forget that Mr. Roman from the Bible that predicted the pandemic in 2016, when God told me very directly, and it actually happened in 2020, is in your payroll, everyone in the world. Now you need to follow mandatory healthcare guidelines within the businesses and stop bullying each other. We don't need bad cops bullying the good cops. All right? We need everyone building with detainees, with corrections. All police, military, border patrol, building side by side builds trust, understanding, healthier environments. I want you to go take a look outside. Today, tonight, tomorrow. It's not even a life worth protecting anymore. And you're not even following mandatory healthcare guidelines. You're seeing how they're tampering with my evidence, took me out of the database and team lead. They're they're hiding laws now? They're making up laws as they go now? For a newcomer? You can put anybody in position. Are they going to have the same value in education and seeing the value of every single individual? Or just favoriting a select handful here and there? Because being a peace officer is understanding how to bring peace and how to eliminate crime and how to eliminate all drugs being made unseen. Having everything presented in front of us. Knowing the turf in great relations. Sports with us. Cook, clean, wait, retail, teach, learn, educate constantly, new life. Having every workplace school themed, always learning new languages every single day from every part of the world. It's disease prevention, having great relationships. And whenever there is a problem, you have ease of access to get right to the solution. And it's those great relationships that brings understanding on why you have peace and privacy when you come back home and your foods are respected. How many more people are going to be careless and then favoriting this and that when you already have people with radioactivity that's no need? We don't need any of that shit. People need to focus on their life. You guys are bullying the good cops and they're desperately needed. We're seeing all of that. That's why we have partnerships with everyone in the world so that shit won't happen. You guys need to be building, cooking, cleaning. Start with building first, because that's already like for sure. Partnership with all of these vendors and harvesters. You gotta come in it as, partnerships. We gotta come in it as an everyday single employee. We don't need anybody just standing, spectating. No, we need real leaders, real teachers. You clock in with the rest of us. You clock out with the rest of us. You enjoy a nice meal with the rest of us. All doing the same motions, the same job that is needed to produce great results. We can't have you sick handling our food. We can't have you sick amongst our friends and families. You guys wait until you catch diseases and cancer when you're over here breathless when you shouldn't be. And it's by law. So you have every way to go about it the right way. Without confusion, Every employee, $10, $20 every pay period. That's after tax withholdings, medical insurance, for a guaranteed wage increase every 3 months. That's going to guarantee that, hey, no matter what medical insurance, no matter how the economy fluctuates, they're going to be able to pay it off. Any vehicle, house, bills, they're going to pay off all of that. And they could afford to keep healthy. Stop playing with your lives like that. We're seeing a lot of people and government officials, like literally can't afford a place to be. Like whoever is literally responsible for that shit, you're only literally taking yourself down. And your partner's down and your surroundings. You're pretty much killing your own loved ones if you're involved with that shit. That head shit. They talk in low radio frequencies, out of nowhere, involuntary movement. We're surrounded by light. What a fucking shit show. And then you come outside and then fucking shitty ass world, shitty ass surroundings. Oh, but you can fund shitty equipment for a shitty life that nobody ever wants. Instead of following mandatory healthcare guidelines and by law. So you're impressed by $1 trillion dished out, and we provided you unlimited with the blueprint in right direction. You guys are killing yourselves. And all you got to show is your egos, your favoritism, when you don't matter, when you all go back home. Because people have their own lives to live. Where's your trust in God when people like that enter and invade your private life and your minds when they don't need to be there? And they could leave. They're over here making people believe that they're your surroundings, that you're being controlled, that's how it's always been. That's bullshit. Where the fuck is your trust in God? Understand when I'm talking, they're trying to get in the way. What are they going to be? Jealous? Base it off their own paranoia? Call me dyslexic when I'm not? They do all of these sneaky tactics over time to make somebody very intelligent that knows what they're talking about. They make them look like a fucking fool for no reason. And it gets nobody anywhere. There's a whole world out there and new life that rapidly keeps producing. Not even a team or a country. Not even your favorite neighbor countries. That's why everybody is important and everybody matters and everybody must remain on the same page. Or you take yourself down with them and your toxic ways. Haven't lied to you once. Trying to keep me away from my own investments. Trying to keep God from living. And then there's a bunch of women and men, great people. And then you're trying to mind control them and belittle them. We're lacking workers. We're lacking builders. We're lacking people that don't even fucking like care anymore. You're not giving anybody a life to live. Now every great day is fucking rotten. We try our best to ignore that shit. That's the only way everybody's gonna have a great day. You guys are limiting. Like now you're like seeing an old village or an old town and you call it vintage style. Oh, it brings nostalgia. That's fucking bullshit. Why don't you make it brand new? You can have the same layout, just make it brand new for your healthcare, or different blueprints of different defaulted go-tos on how to want your new construction. When we're all on the same page, using our helping hands and manpower the right way, the whole world can be brand new. Everybody always constantly within healthy habits, everyone building, everyone correcting, making sure all drugs and healing plants are legal. So it creates demand on always being in those healthy habits and caring for all of our consumption. Making sure nothing harmful is made in the unseen. And everybody that has their hands on it, hey, come on over. We have a job opportunity for you to prosper within. And when we're all on the same page, if you're if you're police, military, border patrol, now you have opportunity to excel within your agencies. If you're a police, hey, become equally employed with military. Excel to those leadership positions so you can teach new life. Hey, now you're in military. Hey, excel to border patrol and understand how effectively it is to be building and correcting, and always remain constant on the good word. You're going to be making movies, educational movies, through horror, drama, action, all lessons learned, warnings. Now it builds great relationships with the community and detainees. Now you can have fun with each other. And these are very educational reminders that bring understanding, that create those great stronghold bonds that is very needed for disease prevention. Keeping everybody used to each other is very, very important. And new life keeps coming in. Notice how when you want change in your workplace, that change starts being taught to the new employees to make sure you see a better tomorrow and better advancement in your businesses and companies. New life and new employees soak things up like a sponge. You do not want to toxify bad healthy habits, to the new employees and new life. You're only gonna literally feel the repercussions. And whoever you are, dude, get the fuck out of people's heads, man. You're trying to fucking interrupt my speech. There's no need for you. There's no need for you, dude, at all. That's why I present myself in real life. Whoever's trying to communicate with me like that, I'm ignoring everyone. I'm the reason you're fucking breathing with investigative proof, so you need to stop. I'm not involved in no medication, but dude, when God tells me that something's gonna happen and it actually fucking happens, you better fucking take me serious. You think God and the equity of the Bible with all of our families was a joke? You know how many people could have been saying, oh, it's me, it's me, it's me. I'm being nice when I always fucking involve everybody. Dude, it's not a fucking game. You do not need to be gasping for your own breath like that. You are not, dude, I'm ignoring every single person that thinks they're fucking talking to me, that thinks they're fucking like joking around or whatever. You're not talking to me. That's why I present myself in person, in real life, and where it fucking matters. Where it fucking matters. See how I'm fucking getting interrupted? I don't know if it's open mic. I don't know if it's like the three-way calls or whatever the fuck they try to do. And using our bodies as a conductor. I don't know what the fuck they're up to, but it's fucking pointless. And God tells me they can leave like cold turkey. And that's exactly what they can do and they will do. Because you guys are gonna fucking burn in hell. It's not a fucking game. You guys are fucking shit like that, man. You're getting it all easy, that fucking invites disease. What about our astronauts going up to space? They can't even concentrate. People can't even concentrate. It goes against public safety. It goes against healthcare. Who's to say it's not causing radiation poisoning on people? Get the fuck out of here, man. Out of people's heads, dude. You're very pointless. I'm not gonna be favoriting anybody. And the reason why you're breathing, that is it, dude. I'm gonna keep my distance because I don't want nobody to be harassing you with these fucking agents that do pointless investigations. Everybody needs to be building with detainees, for the rest of each other and also the rest of the community. See how they try to fucking alternate like your voice and then they fucking make up their fucking cover stories, dude. They play make-believe all the time. They bend the truth and make their lies the fucking truth over time. They're fucking shit, dude. Life is worth living. You know what I say when people say, hey, look, let's invest, in business together. All right, great. Keep it in your pockets. I know how to keep it coming. Follow those rules mandatory by law with every business and establishment through the motion. No time being wasted. That's why we don't have a go-to. We know how to effectively influence the good word to the masses. And it's within that healthy structure and being a kind person to all as an individual, not hiding behind a team, not hiding behind a country, being nice to all. That's enough. Your egos ain't fucking working. They ain't keeping nobody alive. Your favoritism, what the fuck does that mean? When people have their own lives to live and their own families to care for. Huh? You're not intimidating nobody. I don't know if it's pre-recordings too. Like it's not healthy. Get to work the right way. Enough is enough, man. Or else there's gonna be a lot of fucking toxic habits and people dictating amongst each other. There's gonna be a lot more bullying. You guys get a nice truck, a nice house, and then you think that's it. And then you guys just want to go fuck around with each other with no fucking real progress. You get in position, and then you think you call yourself a bosses and shit like that, with the same fucking structured pattern as we see in the movies. Then you fuck, and then, dude, that's it. Then you have no fucking real motive or, knowledge to, see great progress. Dude, there's a whole fucking world to consider. I can't be fucking dumbed down over the fact that you're only textbook in black and white and only with what's in front of you. There's a whole world to consider and to keep healthy. What about the animals that need to be cared for? The land animals that always need to be showered every single day. This creates demand in labor work with our service members, with detainees always remaining in those healthy habits. Brand new roads must be swept still. Brand new buildings always need to be maintained as if they're already dirty. And over time, you already know how equity in real estate works. Dude, it's perfect. We have all of the resources already. There shouldn't be nobody going hungry. That's why our agencies are with the schools, dude. Why don't you just put them on employment already? To clean, to educate, just to be a good person, man. Being a good person, there's tons of equity in that. Education, new languages, always tons of great equity in that. So now we're already building. We go to the next country and build for them. If you don't know how, hey, bring all of the materials, fly out, drop it on a piece of land. And everybody from the record labels, they need to accept everybody. So I'm on everybody's payroll. The great equity of the good word. It's God every turn. Just work, man. Follow the laws. I had plans for myself, man. I didn't have to be out here reminding you. Didn't even want to be known in the first place. You'll see how fucking exhausting it gets. And if what's in front of you ain't great, damn, dude, shouldn't be easily impressed at all. How embarrassing. Nobody needs that shit, man. Get the fuck out of our heads and fucking build. Like, literally. See? I'm talking, and then they override because they're using like that electric current in any light, and they interrupt your fucking speech. Just fucking burn in hell already, leave. Fucking piece of shit. You're fucking pointless to life. See that fucking popping song? For no fucking reason?